Also, August, you may receive free gifts like back-to-school essentials, gift vouchers, Courts Cash, Radio Shack coupons, and much more. Visit your nearest Courts or Ready Cash location or apply online at readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Offer ends October 3rd.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, traditional cannabis cultivators in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are set to be further integrated into the cannabis platform. This is according to Minister of Agriculture Subota Caesar, who made the statement while discussing his recent participation in Canex Jamaica, the Cannabis Conference and Expo. Minister Caesar highlighted SVG's contribution at the expo while noting that there will be a further increase in involvement from traditional cultivators in the local cannabis industry. We'll hear more from the Agriculture Minister.
From the standpoint of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we were able to assist them as it pertains to how we are being compliant with the International Narcotics Control Board, the entire issue of integrating the traditional cultivators in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and basically how we were able to export from St. Vincent and the Grenadines to Europe. And I attended several meetings with traditional cultivators there. And I want to note that in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have an excellent piece of legislation whereby we are fully incorporating the traditional cultivators. And over the next few weeks and months, we are going to see a further integration of the traditional cultivators, not only in the cannabis platform, but through the Alternative Sustainable Livelihoods program that we are rolling out here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
That was the Minister of Agriculture, Subota Caesar. The Canex conference is attended by various stakeholders in the cannabis industry, including producers, persons involved in marketing, banking, legislators, traditional cultivators, including members from the Rastafarian community. Police have launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of an American tourist, 24-year-old Alicia Zibutis of Chicago, Illinois. According to reports, the deceased and her husband arrived in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on September 14, 2022. The following day, September 15th, the couple, along with a group of people, went hiking along the La Soufrière Mountain Trail. At about 4 p.m. later the same day, officers attached to the Georgetown Police Station were informed that a member of the group had collapsed and was in urgent need of medical attention. Mrs. Zibutis was transported to the Georgetown Hospital. She was later pronounced dead by the district medical officer. A post-mortem examination is expected to be carried out on the body to ascertain the exact cause of death. For this year's Miss SVG pageant, the Beauty Shows Committee has merged with the General Employees Cooperative Credit Union, the GECU, to launch the first ever GECU Miss SVG Community Service Project. Miss Lotto Jada Ross, who was sashed Miss Lotto in June, concentrated on community beautification. The prospect resident, who placed her constituency of East St. George at the center of her project entitled 1000 Acts of Kindness, launched her outreach on Monday, September 12th. Last Monday and Tuesday, Miss Lotto embarked on a tree planting exercise at the 4 primary schools in East St. George. During these 2 days, a total of 250 fruit trees were planted. In addition to planting trees, Jada also donated fruit trees to the staff and students of the school to encourage them to save the planet and show love to the environment. The idea for this project was spawned by the $1,000 contribution by GECU, Miss Lotto Jada Ross said, referring to the inspiration for the 1000 Acts of Kindness project. Later that week, Miss Lotto returned to those East St. George schools to distribute book vouchers to the students and tokens to the teachers, specifically targeting students at the beginner levels in an effort to enhance their literacy skills. Through Jada's 1000 Acts of Kindness project, each student in the East St. George community in kindergarten, grades 1 and grade 2, A total of 357 students will receive one storybook. These books will be delivered and presented to all students during the course of this week. Beaches Resorts, assisted by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC, is set to host a recruitment drive here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines from September 27th to 29th, 2022. Through this drive, the resort is hoping to fill 45 vacancies for its Turks and Caicos property. It will take place at the Hospitality and Maritime Training Institute at the Diamond Industrial Estate. The SVGCC, via an official release, invited past students of the institution who graduated with associate degrees in hospitality, tourism, or culinary arts to register for the event by calling 784-458-4612 or emailing them at dtveofficE@svgcc.vc. Work on the ground has already started on the latest destination for the much acclaimed Beaches Resort, which is part of the Sandals Resorts International Group. Many Vincentians are being trained to work at the resort, which will be located at Bocament Bay. On to news in the region. St. Lucia has begun the process of replacing the London based Privy Council as its final court. The Philip Pear administration, in a statement, said that the island is hoping to become the fifth CARICOM country to join the Trinidad based Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, that was established in 2001 to replace the Privy Council. The other CARICOM countries that are members of both the original and appellate jurisdiction of the CCJ are Barbados, Belize, Guyana, and Dominica. The CCJ also acts as an international tribunal interpreting the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas that governs the regional integration movement. St. Lucia's Attorney General Leslie Mondesir said the island's accession to the CCJ brings the country one step closer to attaining full independence. Scientists in Cuba have said that they have made strides towards developing a vaccine to fight the mosquito-borne dengue fever. In making the announcement, the president of the BioCuba Pharma biotech conglomerate, Eduardo Martinez, said a diagnostic system is also being developed to detect the disease as the first symptoms appear. Cuban scientists have worked over the past 10 years to find a vaccine against dengue and decided to develop one that induces a cellular response against the virus, which they expect to have soon. Martinez also announced that Cuba already counts on a new fast diagnostic system that will help health protocols by detecting the disease as soon as the patient feels the first relevant symptoms, and even if there is a reinfection. He said this will allow different treatments for patients to avoid the development of the disease and death. On the international scene, at least 11 children have been killed and 15 more are missing after army helicopters shot at a school in northern Myanmar, UNICEF has said. Troops and helicopter gunships opened fire last Friday on the temple school in Sagaing region, a rebel stronghold. Myanmar's military government said it had been an attack on insurgents they claimed were hiding in the school in Letiet Korn village. The school students ranged from those in kindergarten to young teenagers. The BBC's Burmese service had earlier confirmed that at least 6 children were killed, 2 boys aged 7 and 14 and 3 girls aged 7, 9 and 11. Another boy aged 13 was hit by a bullet while fishing nearby with his father. Most of the children's bodies were taken away by military troops, they said. 6 adult villagers were also killed on the day by troops, including 5 men and 1 woman. And finally, in sports, it is fitting that Moeen Ali will lead England's men's cricket team in their first match in Pakistan for 17 years. All-rounder Moeen, whose family originates from Pakistan, is captain in place of Joss Butler, who will miss at least the early stages of the 7-match 2020 tour because of a calf injury. The series sees 2 of the most talented T20 teams face each other as they prepare for the upcoming World Cup. But this tour is about much more than runs and wickets. It promises to leave an important legacy for a younger generation of Pakistanis who have rarely seen their national side play at home since an attack on the Sri Lanka team by gunmen in 2009 and will not have seen England play there before. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WEFM's 3 p.m. news. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Ooh la la, it's time to shop new arrivals only at Courts. Be the first to get great deals on our brand new selections of living and dining room sets, appliances and electronics, smart devices and much more. Or get ready for Christmas and shop our brand new selection of holiday decorations and accessories. Plus, shop today and pay only $1,199 for a 20-inch Mabe stove. Need a new mattress? Get our Sleep On It Queen mattress at only $899. And don't forget to stop by and grab a TCL 32-inch TV for as low as $1,149. No cash, no problem. Shop with Courts Ready Finance and pay nothing for 30 days. Shop in store or online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Ooh la la. These are deals you don't want to miss. Courts, bringing value home.